7 reasons why it's never a good idea to bother quiet people. Some would believe that in this noisy society, quiet people suffer more. However, let me assure you that being reserved does not imply that a person is helpless or simple to manipulate. In actuality, their quiet frequently hides a rich reservoir of knowledge and tenacity. And if you try to manipulate or undervalue them, you can experience some unanticipated outcomes. Here's why it's never a good idea to bother silent individuals. First, they are perceptive and know a lot more than they are willing to admit. Although they might not be the life of the party, you want these people on your side. Why? To begin with, they are remarkably perceptive. They may not speak much, but they are actively listening. They have a way of noticing details that others might overlook, and they pay attention to everything you say. They know a lot more than they let on, so believe me. Number 2, they recognize the influence of words. Quiet individuals are conscious of the influence words can have, whether favorable or unfavorable. They therefore consider issues carefully before sharing their ideas. As a result, they are frequently highly perceptive, and when they speak up, you better pay attention. However, they also understand the strength of silence. Sometimes being silent can have just as much an effect as speaking up. There are many different emotions and sentiments that can be expressed through silence, including outright disdain. They're not as gullible as they might appear. Number 3. Although it could occasionally appear that they are not paying attention or are simple to trick, nothing could be further from the truth. Quiet people are extremely perceptive, thus they can see through people's lies. Although they might not immediately call you out on it, they will remember what you did and be less likely to trust you in the future. Therefore, if you're planning to surprise a reserved individual, reconsider. They're not as credulous as they might seem, and you might come to regret it. They keep a low profile for a reason, according to number 4. Since they tend to be more reserved and introverted, quiet people aren't as forthcoming with information. They typically don't share a lot about themselves and play their cards close to their chest. This can make it difficult to read someone, comprehend their mental process, or ascertain their objectives. However, if you try to coax them out of their shell or make them provide more information than they're comfortable with, they can become defensive or stop responding altogether. It's best to simply respect their boundaries and avoid bothering them excessively unless you want to run the risk of alienating them. Number 5. They have excellent emotional stability and control. Quiet people can be incredibly good at maintaining their composure under pressure, which is one reason you definitely don't want to mess with them. They might not respond the way you think if you intimidate or provoke them. They don't easily allow their emotions get the better of them and have a lot of inner strength and perseverance. In fact, they frequently excel at maintaining composure under pressure or in difficult circumstances. They frequently exhibit good self-control and the capacity for clear thinking even when others are tense or losing their cool. And if you try to tamper with them or press their buttons, they may be a tough opponent. They don't care what other people think. At number 6. Quiet people are confident in who they are and don't feel the need to prove it to others. They have a strong sense of self. They don't look to others for approval because they are so sure of their skills and judgment. Negative remarks or opinions don't affect them as much as they may other people since they don't depend their sense of value on what others think of them. Peer pressure or the need to fit in with social norms do not easily persuade them. They are therefore more inclined to remain loyal to themselves and their convictions and to be less susceptible to bullying or criticism. They aren't afraid to leave is the 7th quality. Introspective and highly self-aware, quiet people typically have a clear sense of what they want and don't want in life. They are not scared to sever relations with someone or leave a situation if it is not serving their interests or treating them well. They won't give up their own happiness or well-being to appease others or stay out of trouble. And for those who take them for granted or underrate their strength, this can be a tremendous wake-up call. Despite the fact that they are frequently misunderstood and undervalued, quiet people actually have a special combination of traits that make them a force to be reckoned with. You should never tamper with them because of their great sense of self-awareness, observant nature, and capacity to deal with challenging circumstances with dignity. The next time you come across a quiet person, keep in mind that their demeanor is actually a sign of immense inner power. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and tell your friends about it so we can make more like it. Click the subscribe button to see more content like this, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Watch our other videos as well if you haven't already. Thank you for viewing.